Fall Together is a book that centers around 15-year-old Josie Keller as she navigates her way through and out of an abusive relationship with her 17-year-old boyfriend, Ty Peters. It has themes of domestic violence, SA, drug and alcohol abuse, and some kind of touches on ED. And I don't take any of these topics lightly. I think that as a society, they're just not discussed as openly as they should be. And oftentimes, when people come forward with stories of how they were in these situations, they're either told that they're being dramatic or that they're looking for attention. I've seen people talk about addiction like it's a choice, and I've seen a lot of comments and heard comments of people saying, well, if it was that bad, why didn't you leave earlier? And I think it's a huge disservice to just be so uncomfortable with something that you aren't willing to have a conversation about it. And I think that's where a lot of these comments come from, is that either people don't understand because they've never been in it, or it just makes them too uncomfortable and they don't want to talk about it. But in general, if you don't talk about things that make you uncomfortable, nothing changes. And these are things that need change. These are people who need help and understanding, and I don't want to pretend that these things don't exist in the world, because they do. And I don't want anyone to think that I'm taking these topics and using them for any kind of personal gain. I write a lot of things that make people uncomfortable. This is the first that I'm sharing, but I've written many things in the past, either through fan fiction or just on my own, that I've only shared with like a handful of people, that touch on subjects that make people uncomfortable, because I want it to be out in the open, and I want the judgment to stop. So I don't have a question today. I don't have anything like that. I am going to just post this and put a list of resources that kind of touch on these subjects in the description of this video if anybody needs them. And I do want to say the quote I'm about to share from chapter 9 is kind of the aftermath of a domestic violence situation. So if this is something that you're sensitive to, go ahead and click off, please. But if you would like to read it, I'm going to share it now.